going on, viewers of YouTube? You are now watching me, NBA Association, and I'm bringing you an NBA video. It's NBA 2K11, and I specify with the NBA because yesterday I purchased MLB 2K11, and I'm going to release a MLB 2K11 game, I think maybe in a couple of days, but I got it yesterday. I think it's pretty good so far, but I'll get to my opinion a little bit later in the video. So as you saw on the loading screen, maybe as you were listening to the music, and right there you see the shooting guard. I don't know if you recognize him. Actually, there's a 100% chance you don't, because his name is Sean Carter. He's my second player, and he's on the Bulls. And I'll get to him a little bit later, but first let me apologize to those Black Ops fans who I promised that I would put up after my escalation video, Convoy, part of the new map pack. I said for the next 3 days I would put up the next 3 maps in the escalation map pack. But unfortunately, I did something so stupid that I'm still punching myself in the face. My Xbox has been glitching a lot lately. I've had it for a couple of years now. For about a year now, it's been not reading the disc. I've had to open and close the disc cartridge to try to get it to read it. Eventually does it after about 10 times, maybe more, maybe less, but around there. And also, just recently, it's starting to freeze a lot, so I've just had to turn off the Xbox and restart it. But I thought maybe, I don't know, I could fix the problems that my Xbox is having by doing some things. Maybe changing the layout of the Xbox. What I mean by that is, like, usually I have the Xbox laying on its side, but I decided to lay it, like, vertically. It froze one time, so I turned it off. Then I turned it from horizontal to vertical, and then I turned the Xbox on. And as I was playing Black Ops, it kind of started making some noise. I thought there wasn't enough air ventilation in the Xbox, so I decided to turn it back on its side as I was playing the game. And that's where my stupidity comes in, because I did not know that if you do that while the disc is spinning and running, it can scratch the disc, and that's what it did. It left a huge ring. It made like a noise. I was like, oh, what is that? Maybe just the Xbox like adapting to the new way I'm laying the Xbox down, but nope, it scratched my disc, so it does not read my Black Ops disc anymore, so I'm going to have to get a new one. But I actually don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to borrow a Black Ops disc from someone else, install it to my hard drive, and then as long as I have the disc, I can still play it as long as it's installed to my hard drive. So it's going to be a couple days though, guys. So Black Ops fans, I'm sorry for that. But you know, there's good news for you NBA 2K11 fans. I'm going to be uploading some more 2K11 videos in the next couple days, but maybe actually it might slow down my video pace. I don't know, but this is Sean Carter. Let me get to his attributes and his characteristics. He is on the Bulls. He is a shooting guard. He's number 5, and Sean Carter is his name. And if you're wondering where I got that name from, this is my first player, and I decided I wanted a cool name, and so I mixed the 2 rapper names of Lil Wayne and P. Diddy. P. Diddy's name is Sean Combs. That's his real name. And Lil Wayne's real name is Dwayne Carter. So I decided to mix those 2 names together. The Carter from Dwayne Carter and the Sean from Sean Combs. And I made Sean Carter. But what I didn't realize is, my friend pointed this out, maybe, like, I don't know, a couple months after I made Sean Carter. Sean Carter is actually Jay-Z's real name, and I did not know that. So I guess in some aspects, this guy right here is what you would see if Jay-Z were to play basketball. He'd be an absolute boss, knocking down threes like he does right there. He's just a boss, and that's one of his big things. He's a good three-point shooter, is Sean Carter. I think it's the maximum you can go. And my mid-range is as high as you can go. Plus I have mid-range, plus 8 mid-range shoes on. That makes my mid-range, like, I'm pretty sure 99. My layup is good, my dribbling is good, my quickness is good. As you can see, my layup is just, I'm showing that off right there. I have 29 points at this point, right before halftime. And I'm on the Bulls, and we're basically bosses in red uniforms. I think we have the best record in the league so far, because this is basically an all-star team right here. We got Derrick Rose, we got Sean Carter, and he's a 97, and then we got Luol Deng, who's very good in this game, actually. And hold on, let me interrupt. You kidding me? I'm just gonna call him Jay-Z for the rest of this video, but are you kidding me, Jay-Z? Look at this. Wide open dunk, but he decides to go with the Michael Jordan fake dunk to the layup, but he completely fails to epic proportions. Look at that. He just, right off the back of the backboard, out of bounds. That is probably the stupidest play I've ever seen. But, yeah, we're pretty good. And Sean Carter was not originally on the Bulls. He was not drafted by the Bulls. This is his second season in the league. He's a 97. And he was originally on the Portland Trail Blazers. He was drafted by them. And they won the championship, he and the Trail Blazers, the NBA Finals. And if you guys follow me, then you know that Steve Nash is on my team for Terrence Anderson's Knicks. That's my player. And for the Trail Blazers, Steve Nash was traded to them too. Midway through the season, Sean Carter got the acquisition teammate of Steve Nash, and I don't know, I feel like he does not live up to what he should. He is a two-time MVP, probably a future Hall of Famer, and he doesn't affect your team that much in my player mode. When you're facing him, he's absolutely unstoppable, but when he's on your team, he's really not even that good. And I don't know, I guess you just got to do everything yourself sometimes when you're playing my player. But I don't know. I guess maybe you can pick it up, but Steve Nash is a pretty good shooter. That's really all he can do sometimes. But Sean Carter made some shoes too. If you guys know, Lil Wayne's album is called The Carter, and I named his shoes after that. That's one of the endorsements you get eventually. You get to make your own shoes, and I named them The Carters just because I thought that was a pretty cool name. But I guess enough about 2K11. I'll get to the actual NBA playoffs, and that is very surprising so far. The Lakers have been knocked off, swept, by the Dallas Mavericks, and I would not have guessed that in a million years. I thought the Lakers were going to be in the finals. They're getting a little old, but they still have experience. They still have athleticism. They have a really good lineup. Like, some of their players are better than the best players on, like, the Grizzlies or something. And speaking of the Grizzlies, they're shocking the world too. They beat, who did they beat? The first round, they beat the Spurs. That's who they beat. They beat the Spurs, and now they're tied up in a series 2-2 versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. But that's enough about the playoffs. I gotta get to the gameplay right now because this is a very exciting point in the game. I get subbed out, then subbed in with 1 minute left, and we're down by 4, but look at this move right here. This is a tip. If you have that that dribble move, that's all you gotta do. They don't follow you. You go LT and back on the right stick. I'm pretty sure if that's not right, correct me, but that's what you do that like little back dribble thing. So they scored again. So now they're down. We're down by 3. And it doesn't matter. They double cover me. I'll do that step back thing again. I hold the ball for too long. No problem, though, because I'm sinking threes like it's my job. Oh, wait. It is. So now we're down. No, we're tied up. 109. They're bringing it up the court. There's 30 seconds left. And they give it to Iguodala. He does work on Deng. The cross up to the great layup. So now they're up by 2. And I can either tie it up and play good defense and force it to overtime, or I could go for the 3 and maybe make them miss. We shoot free throws. It's the end of the game. We win. But I do the ankle breaker thing, which is too easy for my good quickness, and I hit the 2-pointer. That was not a 3-pointer. My foot was on the line. So now it's tied up at 1-1-1 apiece. They call a timeout. There's just about 18 seconds left. And the Sixers have the ball. They go for the inbound. I could either go for the steal, which I try to do right here, or I could go for the or I could like play good defense and we could force to overtime, but I let him go for the 2. Now I do the step back thing again, and I hit it. Oh, I am just a boss from 3.7 seconds left. It probably would have been cooler if I let them, if I let the clock run out. It probably would have been sicker if it was a time expiring 3 to win the game. But we win by 1. I have 40-something points, but I'm the player of the game again because I'm just too much of a boss with Sean Carter. But I'm not that good at this game. Anyone could do work with Sean Carter because he's just a boss naturally. But if you guys like this video, you know the rules. Purchase a Seagull.